Hey, what's going on, folks? I thought I'd make a quick bill search video of some hundreds since I'm about to leave the house here in a few to go pick up, or well, purchase a used old truck to do some work with. But that's neither here nor there. Let's jump right into it. I got $1,500 in $100 bills, so we'll look through them, see if anything is funky with them. I just got them from the bank. And pulled them out of a bank envelope, so hopefully I'll get some star notes or something cool, maybe a fancy serial number, something like that. Real quick, the parts of the newer redesigned $100 note that happened kind of like the early 2000s. It went into circulation in 2013, and it still has some similarities to, of course, the old bill, like the portrait of Benjamin Franklin, but it has a bunch of security features on it. But they also give opportunity for errors. So real quick, you have the $100 label. This changes from copper to green when the bill is like tilted up and down. You can kind of see it change like that. The bell and inkwell is also color changing. And it represents the well that was used to sign the Declaration of Independence, as well as the Liberty Bell itself. And then you have a security strip here. A lot of people see videos like on TikTok and stuff like that of people sticking, needles or whatever the hell they're doing with it. But this is actually woven into the fabric that's cotton and linen that makes up the note. So this is one of the easiest ways to determine if it's a fake $100 bill or not. And that shifts from 100s to bells on the strip itself. You also have textured actual graphics now on the depiction of Benjamin Franklin here. So if you rub your finger across his jacket and stuff especially, you can feel that textured difference. And then over here, when you put this under light, you can see there, boom, a little faint outlining portrait of Benjamin Franklin as a watermark for anti-counterfeiting measures. So those are the different things you can kind of take a look at when you look at $100 notes, aside from the serial number and the seals and general print of the note. Other than that, let's get to it. So good repetition of 3s and 2s in there, but nothing jumping out. It's not a date note as far as fancy serial numbers are concerned. Nice depiction of Independence Hall. Really beautiful, beautiful building. Get a lot of questions about the marks at the top of notes. These are usually these little digit-looking marks are from the machine that counts money out. So probably out of the 50,000 times this $100 note has been counted, or that one rather, the one previous to this one, it leaves marks on the notes. I don't consider serial numbers low unless there's 4 zeros in the beginning. That's just me, but collect what you want to collect. I like to look at, there's a lot of stuff going on $100 notes. That's why I took a moment in the beginning of the video to cover those things. Because like I said, they can really add to errors that can come up. 2009A. Overall, really nice condition. This one actually has a little bit of issue with. That's the only thing I notice with these is they start to split right up there towards that seal. But maybe we can get a kind of look at it. I don't know if we'll get it in the camera there, but in person you can see where the bill was woven into that security strip. So, but not an error, obviously just damage to the note. Nice and folded up. Somebody folded this up at one point or another. I have another video that talks about all the little numbers and stuff like that that are on the note. If you're interested in like the makeup of the $100 note, aside from what I already bored you with earlier in the video, you can check that out. 2017 series A, well, 2017A. Nothing too crazy. A little misprint on that 9 here. That's a little stray green ink there. Nothing jumping out on the back of the note. Little bit of it looks like more of a pen mark. Really love the layout of the newer $100 note. Of course, it was mainly done for not the graphic enhancement portion of it, but more so the anti-counterfeiting portion. This one's got a lot of wet ink transfer. That's when they set, right after production, when they cut it from the sheet, which all happens really, really in quick succession. I mean, the bill's printed on the sheet. It essentially goes straight to cutting and then stacking. So generally, you'll see some wet ink transfer come off of one note to another. This one's got kind of an odd stray ink mark here. It's hard to tell. It looks like it's a portion of ink that would be, or a type of ink that would be used in printing the note. But hard to tell, and it's not prevalent enough or obscuring any portion of the note for me to hold on to it, so I'll just kind of pass it up. This one's kind of beat up at the top there too, more of those little digit teeth marks from where it grabs the note and flips it to count them. Series 2009A. Everything's printed really well. I mean, I think the quality assurance on $100 notes when they're produced is just a higher grade than other denominations, although I'm sure it's important to get them all right. You see a ton of replacement notes in lower denominations. Yeah, 2607 1126. I mean, it's like a quasi-date note if you really wanted to reach. July 26th, 1126, but that's just reaching. I don't think that's collectible in my opinion. I like them in the normal date format, or at least what I think should be the date format, which is month, day, and then year. And then it would be something that's happened during, well, post-1776, which is, of course, the creation of the United States. So I think that would have to do with, you know, more of U.S. history at that point, and kind of is more apt for a date note. But let me know what you think in the comments about what date notes you like to collect. Nothing crazy jumping out so far. I mean, these were right from the bank, so I don't expect anything super out of line. If it's got, you know, some crazy error like it's missing print or something, you'd think they'd catch that. But we wouldn't be in this hobby if they caught them all, right? And nothing too crazy there. It's a nice clean one, Series 2017A. A little bit of... Okay, I thought we had something down here as far as ink was concerned, but no dice. Series 2009A, I mean, they really pump out. Each series of these, since they redid the 100, are quite large, so there's actually a lot of 100s that are produced. Not as much as the $1 note, of course, or 5s, but up there. A little bit of a 4 kind of printed high there, but once again, I mean, for me, unless it's really, really noticeable to the naked eye for those types of things, then I don't really call them collectible per se. Last but not least, Series 2009A, $1 note, $100 note. I better not make that mistake when I go to spend it if I end up not picking up the truck, but the deal's kind of made, so hopefully it looked like what it was when I saw it the other day, and hopefully it runs exactly the same. They didn't go, like, drive it off a cliff or something. Back of the note, a little bit banged up on the bottom there, but nothing too crazy. So, unfortunately, although I have $1,500, which is cool, and I'm about to exchange it for a vehicle with a title that actually runs, nothing crazy in this bill search, but hopefully you got some good information about $100 notes. I try to, you know, educate or at least throw some info out there, so in case we don't come across something cool, which we don't in every video, you at least took something away and learned a little bit about the $100 note and what to look for. Hopefully you had better luck than me in your bill or coin searches, collectible searches, whatever. Let me know what you found or have come across lately in the comments below. I love to read those things. I will see you there, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out, guys. Much love.